Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, and listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Why don't you join? Yeah. Whoa. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs when I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say. Don't go afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. I thank God for it every day. I try to remember that too. You know, I try to remember to be grateful. I think gratitude is one of the things that helps keep me grounded. You can go as far as you want in life if you don't mind who gets the credit. Well, that applies to God too, don't it? I mean, you know, really, if you don't mind who gets the credit, I'm surrounded by very competent people. I'm surrounded by a lot of people who work hard on their jobs, on their career, who are dedicated employees and also just dedicated to their families and, you know, dedicated to their own set of aspirations. I don't expect anybody to work for me forever. I always look at my job opportunities as stepping stones because I want everyone around me really to aspire to be more. I mean, that's really the way I am. I'm not any other way. I'm not trying to hold you to this position, tell you there's no room for growth, any of that. But even though I'm surrounded by these people, I'm grateful that God placed them in my path, in my life, but in my mind, in my spirit, in everything in me. The credit still belongs to God. I'm sorry. The credit still belongs to God. See, if you would just for a moment stop thinking about yourself, just for a moment, I know that's hard, but just for a moment, stop thinking about yourself and realize that maybe you are who you are because God is who he is. Maybe that's the case. Have you ever considered that? That's the strongest possibility I can give to you. You know, how do you think you the one that made it through? How you think you the one after all of the ignorant decisions we have made? And oh my goodness, let's all be honest. Ain't we made some crazy decisions? I'm talking about, man, I have made decisions so adverse to my destiny and career, my promises. I've made some decisions, man, knowingly, you hear me? Knowingly do something wrong. And in spite of all that, I'm still here standing. Okay, come on now. Really? Really? All the dirt you done. Everybody done dirt. All the mistakes you've made. You in the position you in today. Because of what? Because you all that? Because you work harder than anybody else? Look, I work hard. I'll tell you in a minute I work hard, but I don't think I'm the hardest working person out there. I'm pretty sure somebody done worked way harder than I have. So, okay, so you work hard. Okay, cool. I got all that. But man, what about his grace and his mercy? What about his favor? How many times, man, you done relied on that even when you ain't know you was relying on it? How many times, man, God done shown you mercy? You ain't even deserve it. Do you know how many things I've done wrong? I just ain't get caught at it. Let me see how simple I can be here. You speed, you jaywalk, you lie to police when you get pulled over that you wasn't speeding. You go to court and argue you wasn't speeding when you was. You make U-turns. I'm just doing traffic violations. Now let's get off traffic for a second. Let's get on human violations. You talk about people when you're not supposed to. You indulge yourself in gossip even when you don't really have all the facts. You pass judgment. You lust for people that don't belong to you. You say things to people that you're not supposed to say. So, look, all of us, we all guilty now. See, I'm not saying you do all of that, but I'm saying I'm pretty sure I hit you somewhere in there. Just somewhere in there. You done lied before. You lied recently. I mean, come on. And I'm just saying. So with all that in mind, see, I'm just looking at the little things that we do that we don't get busted for. Not to mention the chips you stole when you was a kid and nobody caught you. Well, that elevated, didn't it? And some of y'all just didn't stop stealing. And next thing you know, you was in a car. Now you're sitting somewhere you don't want to be sitting because of a decision you made. But through his grace and mercy, couldn't it have been worse, though? Without his grace and mercy, could not it have been worse? I know two dudes that got caught in the garage one time trying to break in somebody's house, and the person in the house they broke into just happened to have a gun and held them in the garage, caught them, and held them to the garage till the police came. That's grace and mercy right there, because they had all full right to shoot these two people, but they didn't. The grace and mercy. See, all of us have benefited from his grace and mercy. All of us have done a wrong, committed a sin, broken a law, and somehow through his grace and mercy got by. Doing drugs, buying drugs, slanging drugs, doing something, got by. Jumped on somebody for no reason, got by. So, see, how you figure with all that can go on in your life. And then, hold on, let me throw a couple more at you. You can't wake yourself up in the morning, Mr. Big Shot. You don't have the ability to control the breaths that you take. Really, Mr. Big Shot. Really. Let's get real basic with it now. You can't wake yourself up in the morning. That's favor. That's grace. That's mercy. That's him allowing you to wake up. Just hoping we get it right. God spared me through all the dirt I was doing, just hoping one day, man, can you just straighten up a little bit? When I finally straightened up, and I'm going to just say it, straightened up a little bit. See, I ain't straightened up all the way. See, I ain't going to sit here and tell you that. I just straightened up a little bit. He started blessing me. So the more blessings I got, I started going, man, maybe I'll try straighten up a little bit more. So I straightened up a little bit more. Now, I still got a long way to go, but I'm straighter than I was. Now, when people judging me, and as they will, and they do, because that ain't right, but they do, and I ain't walking just the way they walk, then here come the criticism. I get it all the time. Stop wanting credit all the time and give out some credit where credit is due. Instead of having somebody patting you on your back all the time, why don't you tell people it was God, man. That you don't really know how you made it. That really, man, you have no explanation for your success. Or you have no explanation why you still exist in the day. Why don't you tell somebody it was God today? Don't be ashamed. It's the truth, ain't it? I mean, really, man. Let's give God some credit here. Give God the credit and the glory and the honor. And like that plaque said, you can go as far as you want in life if you don't mind who gets the credit. All right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Today has arrived. You are still here. That's a blessing, a gift from God. I'm so grateful for it. Please tell God before you get your day rolling too good what all you are grateful for. Start your day with gratitude, y'all. I'm telling you. It's a very, very effective way. It kind of takes you out the doldrums, too. If you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, if you go down your gratitude list, you'll find out, hey, it ain't that bad after all, is it? No, because God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley, Strawberry, Carla, Pharrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and nephew legend is Nephew Tommy Jr. What's on your mind, man?
Hey, let's talk about this, man. Character. And what does character mean to you, and how important it is daily, no matter what level you on? Because some people look at other people like, I can't believe they got this or they did that, and they type of character, how they keep getting blessed like this and that. What does character mean for you,
Character for me are the values and principles that a person represents of himself. Then that to me determines your character. Like if you try to be an honorable person, a righteous person, if you try to do the right thing, those are morals and values determine the character of the person that you are. If you see a person who's unscrupulous, always up to no good, always talking about somebody, that to me is just a person not of quality character. So you get to determine the type of character you have, because you get to pick the principles and you get to pick the morals that you live by. And the policies and theories and things that you apply to your life. That's what determines your character. And each person can pick whatever it is. It's just a sad state that because of the internet, we see so many people choose to go the other way. And but like I always say, look, man, I'll tell you, I've started to really examine myself and then be more okay with who I am because of the people who do love me. Now, the people that hate me, I'm assuming they've made that their job, and I have gotten to the point of caring less than her, because if you don't have my cell number, you don't know me, so why should I care what you think of me? The other thing you got to be careful of is people who have an opinion of you, that you take a criticism from a person that you wouldn't take advice from. So, there are a lot of low character people out there passing out advice. You got to go, wait a minute, man, hold up. So that's how I do it, and that's how I set my parameters for myself. Yeah, I've just decided to be a better person above it all. I'm going to try not to respond to anybody that's throwing shade and hate my way, and just keep on going on about my business. I'm going to try. That's best I can. But if I see you though, I'm just trying. But I'm trying. Just know that my trying, that day it might be up. Just
all right,
know.
Guys. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane, or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS Top Safety Awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
Side job cleaner. Let's go.
Hardware store, this is Robbie. How can I help you?
Robbie, I'm trying to get a order in for some construction roofing company.
Roofing company, okay. Have we done business with you before?
No, you haven't. This is my first time calling. I heard you guys were pretty good.
Oh, appreciate the compliment.
Okay. Now listen, I need to get this as soon as possible, man. Can I possibly pick up these supplies like in the next couple of hours?
Well, normally we don't work that fast. It's kind of a quick turnaround. We got a little bit of a backup, but I can do my best. It just depends on what you need.
Okay. Here's what I need, man. I need 5 rolls of duct tape.
Okay, that's no problem. That's quick.
Okay, I need plastic, man. Listen, if you was gonna wrap up something in plastic that's like about 6'2" in height and 200 pounds, how much plastic you think I would need to wrap that up in?
Okay, just a second. You're asking for plastic, like a roll of plastic?
Yeah, but I need to wrap up something that's 6'2" and like 210 pounds.
I probably would get about 4 yards of plastic.
Okay, I need to get that. Now let me ask you this here. If you was going to try to put some cement on that to hold it down, how much cement you think will hold that down?
I'm a little confused. You're running a roofing company, right?
Yeah, I'm a roofing company, but I'm doing a little side work for some friends of mine.
Oh, okay. I just got a little confused because you told me this is Tyler's roofing company. No problem. We got cement. Wait a minute. You're trying to hold something down? I'm trying to
hold something down. So how many bags of cement do you think I need to hold down something that's 220 pounds?
Wow, I don't know, 8 bags?
8 bags.
8 bags I would recommend at least.
Okay. Give me 8 bags of cement. Now, this is something else I want to ask you. Do you have any type of cleaner, man, that can get paint off the floor?
Yeah, we got industrial cleaners. I mean, we have all kinds of industrial cleaners that, well, you said paint? Is it paint or blood?
Paint.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've got industrial cleaners of all kinds. I mean, do you have a preference?
No, just whatever you could throw in there. I need that. Now, let me ask you this here. Do you have anything that can, like, just kill a smell? You know what I'm saying? If you don't want something to smell, you got anything for that?
Wait a minute. Did something die in your place? Is this somebody, is there an animal or something you found? I mean, I'm kind of confused. You're talking about smell and cleaning up. Did you find some sort of animal on a construction site?
Hey, Robbie, listen, man, just take the order. That's all I need you to do, okay?
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I wasn't asking your business. I just was a little concerned. What are we cleaning up, and are we cleaning up a tile floor? Are we cleaning up carpet? I mean, what's the cleaner for? Where's the odor?
Okay, sir, all I'm asking you is, do you have something strong enough? Like, do you think ammonia can keep a smell down? What do I need to keep a smell down?
You're definitely going to need ammonia. I mean, you got to get something to just scrub that right down. Because wherever that scent is, if it's in the walls, if you got fabrics in that place, I mean, wherever you got it, you're probably going to have to have a different type of deodorizer, something for the carpet, something for the walls. I mean, I guess I'm just kind of confused as to where the scent's coming from. And
right, don't worry about all that, man. Hey, man, listen, just write down what the order is, okay?
I got it. I got the 5 rolls of duct tape. I got the 4 yards of plastic. I got the 8 bags of cement. I got the industrial cleaner. I got the ammonia. I'm typing it all in. I got your order.
Okay, let me ask you this here, man. Do y'all have any type of machete? Anything that's real sharp that can cut?
What? Okay, hold on a second. Now you're completely off base. You do realize you call the hardware store, right?
I'm calling the hardware store because I need some supplies, man. I'm doing some job on the side. I need some supplies.
Hey, I get that. You said that already, but what I'm confused about is now you're asking for a weapon. What would you use a machete for? I mean, you're talking about what? You're going to chop down some brush? I don't get it. What's the machete for?
Hey, man, listen. Your job is to take the order, man. That's your job, Robbie.
Don't tell me what my job is. I know what my job is. This is my store, man. Okay, I've been working here a lot longer than you even can imagine. And people don't call up asking for ammonia and cleaner and try to get a smell out. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how best to help you. I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to figure out.
What you're doing, Robbie, is you're being nosy. You're being nosy. All you got to do is fill the order and have it done in 2 hours when I get there. That's all you got to do.
I can't do that in 2 hours. I can't even. We're backed up at this point. I'm not even sure I can get this done. Maybe tomorrow morning. Does tomorrow morning work for you?
Oh man, I got to get rid of this body. I got to get rid of this package today.
Whoa! I need to call. Listen, I need to call the policeman. You just said body.
Hey, shut up.
Blood.
That right there. That's the problem. White people always want to call the police when it ain't got nothing to do with them. Listen, all you need to do is fill the order.
Okay. Listen, I need to tell you something, okay? And I don't know if you found a body. I don't know if you're responsible for the body. Either way, I don't want to be any part of this business, okay? I don't know what you're planning or where you're trying to bury this thing, but you're basically asking me to be an accomplice to something that's none of my business. Hey, I need your name right now, okay?
I'm not giving you my name.
You said you called from roofing. Hey, listen to me. You said you're calling from roofing company. Are you?
I'm not. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Why you white folks always trying to be authoritative like that? Why you always acting like
white
that?
Folks? What is your problem? It's not about white folks. It's not about purple, green, black, blue, whatever. It's not about white. It's about you asking for that sounds like you're trying to bury a body. Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you? And if you're not, what is your name? I need your name. I need your name right now.
Hey, man, well, first of all, you at work. You ain't supposed to be talking to me like this.
I don't care if I'm swearing at work. My coworkers, the people here, they all know who I am, and they know if I was talking to some piece of you, that I'd be talking like this too. Okay? I'm gonna trace this call. You hear me? I'm gonna trace this call. I'm gonna get the cops on your and figure out who the you are.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Since you want to know who I am, do you know Marcus?
I know Marcus. I know Marcus. He works here. Man, I know him.
Okay, Marcus is who got me to call you. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Robbie, you just got pranked by your coworker, Marcus.
You have got to be kidding me. And son of Marcus, I see you over there. I can't believe that. You son of a Marcus. Why don't you tell me this?
Hey, I got to ask you, Robbie, you got to tell me this, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
That's easy. Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There you have it. Go ahead, sir. I'm
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, actor Terrence Howard alleges Diddy made sexual advances toward him. Neo celebrates date night with all 4 of his girlfriends at a New York City club. And in trending national news, former VP Kamala Harris. I told you so moment. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now it is time to Ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. Here we go. This is from Khadijah in Baltimore. Khadijah writes, my coworker set me up with a man that barely speaks English. He speaks French fluently, and it's hard to understand him, but we managed to have sex after our first date, and it was quite impressive. How important is communication?
Wow. Here's a person who is clearly finna go back and do this again.
Yeah, sure.
Because her question is after the first date of barely understanding this man, how important is communication? With all I've ever heard a woman say, one of the most important things in a relationship is communication. You've obviously put that aside. Parlez-vous français? Oui. Je ne veux moi? Yes. Comment placez votre main dans votre dos? Yes.
Come on, Jacques.
So, you can go on and keep dating Jacques Cousteau if you want to. It ain't gonna go nowhere. Jacques Cousteau. We are here in the look at the shop. I used to love that dude. Right?
All right. This one's from Jolie and Richardson. Jolie writes that the married couple next to me fight all the time, and I mind my business. My wife asked me why, as a man, don't I ever try to calm her husband down if they're fussing outside? I barely know them, so am I supposed to step in there?
No. Now, if he hitting her, you got to handle your business. Yeah. But if they arguing, talking loud, that ain't your business, though. That ain't your business.
Is that going to be satisfactory to his wife, though? Is she going to be satisfied with that response?
Well, what you want your husband to do, ladies, you got to be careful putting your husband in these crazy situations now.
Yeah.
Because that happens all the time. I was just watching a crime show.
Here we go. I knew it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Well, a guy pulled out in front of this guy and kind of cut him off. The guy pulled up next to him. His girlfriend was in the car, cussing the man out, flipping the bird, sat up here and grabbed a handful of quarters and threw them up against the dude's window. Then they got at the traffic light, and then they pulled in front of the dude. The dude was back there. He get out of his car because he got his wife and kid in the car. She jump out the car telling her husband, get him. Then reaches in the car, hands her husband, the dude that was doing all the cussing and stuff, hand her husband a knife. Now, the dude that got out the car just happened to have a knife on him. Stabs the man and kills him. Now,
too far.
Your husband dead because you throwing quarters and flipping a man off because he cut you off. You got to know how to protect your man. That's one of your jobs as a woman, to protect your king. Because you know if you get in some man's face, he going to have to do something. And you don't know who this man is. Little extreme example.
Yes, it was.
But mind your business.
We expect
go
that
across the fence, and the man got a knife. Now where we at?
Yeah. All right. Moving on to Amir in Southfield. Amir says, I dress nicely and my boss is a hater. He said all my suits are too small, and I snapped back and said that I can't help it if I'm in great physical shape. He's upset, but I feel like if he can hate on me, then I can correct him. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right, but you ain't gonna have your job long.
You can be right and unemployed.
You need to start looking around. You need to take your little in shape somewhere, work at the gym or something. Yeah, that's what you need to do, because you finna get fried. Your little fat ball sitting up in the gut and all this here. See, these dudes can wear these slim fit suits because they in shape. They look good on some guys. Now, it's some guys that's wearing this slim fit suit wrong. If you button your coat, fellas, and it's tight across the back, it look like you got on a Home Depot work vest, then that ain't how the back of your suit supposed to look. You can't look like you got on a copper fit back brace when you button your jacket. Other than that, go on and rock it, fellas.
All right. Last one, CLO. This is from Carmela in St. Petersburg. Carmela writes, my boyfriend of 4 months planned a week-long trip to the Bahamas. Since I'm working from home, he thought it would be cool. I'm not spontaneous like that, and I really don't know him well enough yet. Should I ask him to postpone it?
Absolutely. If you're uncomfortable going, don't go. Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know, you're not spontaneous like that. For you, that's moving a little bit too fast. A week.
A whole week.
Now, I don't know if he spent a night or a weekend at your house, but you need to try one of them first.
Yeah.
Don't go nowhere for no week.
Out of the country with someone you barely know.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Man, I tried to save some money when I was on the road one time. You know, a long time ago. I didn't have enough money for a room, but I had a little bit. And the other comedian had money, so we split a room at the Red Roof Inn with 2 beds in it. I sat up all night looking at him.
Why? You were worried? What?
Dog, this dude was snoring, scratching, blowing wind, talking, getting up, going to the bathroom, moaning, kicking covers on the floor. Dog, this dude was over there in a full-blown wrestling match with himself. I couldn't even go to sleep. I sat up all night watching. I said, I'm not going to sleep. This dude come over here and stab me in the middle of the night. I sat up.
Why?
Well, he was doing everything else.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, just be over there. And you I said, hold up, man. Hold up. I sat up all night long.
Is that the night you determine you will never share a room again?
I ain't never been in a room with a person since. Never. But But you got to learn the lessons. And that's what she needed to do. You need to see who this guy is. You're going to a week. Now you out the country.
Yeah. You've only known him 4 months. Yeah.
Way too many stories about women on these islands.
Yes.
It is.
Way too
It really is. Yeah.
You know, them island police, they ain't the same.
Ooh, they be late.
They ain't got no tools. They ain't got no forensic science. They ain't got no cameras.
They live in paradise. No, they don't. They don't.
They come up talking like y'all friends. What happened?
So you say she could definitely ask him to postpone the trip till she gets more comfortable, Steve.
Yeah, I'm not going. I don't know you well enough. I can't take a week and do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she has to say that for her own.
That's a good warning, Steve.
For
good
sure.
Warning. Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
I don't
CLO.
like staying with nobody that long. I don't know. Ooh.
Yeah. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
According to Black Enterprise, actor Terrence Howard claims that Diddy tried to have sex with him while trying to help him with some acting lessons. During a recent episode of the PBD podcast, Terrence said that Diddy wanted him to be his acting coach for a while. Take a listen.
You know, he wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you something. It does not sound like a lie at all. It don't sound made up or nothing. It sounds like he's telling the truth. That's just Tommy. It sounds like he's telling the truth.
Yeah. Very convincing what he's saying, huh?
Yeah, I mean, truth or not, hell, you know, he in there for something.
Yeah, and that's true.
You see a whole group of men on TV crying over something that happened.
Yeah, grown men.
Holding each other. You know, man, I just, look, something happened. I've heard conflicting things about there's a strong possibility he could get out and all of this here. I don't know. I quit thinking about it, really.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen to him.
He's in jail waiting for his trial, Steve, to start next month as he faces multiple sex trafficking.
He'd be free. He'd be free if he'd gave that girl that money.
Oh, Cassie.
If he had gave that girl that money, like he had promised her, he'd be free.
Cassie, she's going to be a witness to the trial next month. So.
But when they sent that, but when her lawyer sent the findings to his lawyer, we're going to vehemently deny all this assassination of character. They sent the findings over to him. The check came out the next day. Now people ticked off. And then when that lady from CNN went down there to that hotel and talked to that lady who hated him and said, let me show you something. I kept a copy and gave her the copy at 10 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, it was on CNN. And then that was a wrap. That was a wrap.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it, man.
Yeah, justice for the victim.
Put your hands on that girl, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I wasn't expecting that out of
lost
Terrence
everything.
Howard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really wasn't expecting I didn't know what I thought Terrence Howard was going to say, but I wasn't expecting that. It kind of came as a surprise. Yeah.
Yes, surprise. Yeah. Shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, like switching. No lie, though.
Switching gears. In trending political news, according to Yahoo.com, former Vice President Kamala Harris spoke at the Leading Women Defined Summit in California on this past Thursday, where she reminded the audience about her warning to voters about Trump. Take a listen.
Because, there were many things that we knew would happen. Many things. I'm not here, so I told you so. But I'll say this. Fear has a way of being contagious. Yeah. Okay. When one person has fear, it has a way of spreading to those around them and spreading. And we are witnessing that, no doubt. But I say this also, my dear friends, courage is also contagious.
All right. Yeah. The former vice president also praised the hands-off protesters for using their voices and standing up to the Trump administration and his Project 2025 agenda.
Yeah. Ain't no black people out there in them protests.
We already know.
And quit asking us.
Right.
What?
Quit asking us to come out there.
Steve.
No, really. Quit asking us come out there and protest with you. Where the blacks at? We told y'all.
Yes.
Where the blacks at? You know, when we try to get our point across, it don't be nobody out there but black people. Now, we appreciate the ones that did jump in on the Black Lives Matter, but we had the wrong slogan for that. We should have had Black Lives Matter also. Once we didn't do that, here come the white people. Well, white lives matter too. Well, okay, good. Well, now, all these, Latinos that protest, we told y'all.
Come on.
All these white people that's protesting, we told y'all, but 5 million more y'all voted for him. And you black people that was blacks for Trump, y'all, this he ain't got no policy for you. So,
and these people that showed up, the hands-off protesters, if y'all would have just showed up to the polls in November like you did
Kamala
this past weekend, she wouldn't be saying, I told you so moment.
Well, yeah. Okay. Finally, in entertainment news, according to TMZ, Neo, R&B singer Neo, we all know who he is.
What he done there?
Yeah, well, he has 4 girlfriends. He finally brought all 4 of his girlfriends to the club for date night in New York City. Neo and his girls put on a display of public affection. He performed a few of his hits at the club. He is not ashamed of his polyamorous relationship / lifestyle, and he has no cap or limit to the number of girlfriends he could be involved with. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right,
my only question for the girls is, what's in it for you?
Neo, what you talking about?
Neo's sexy like that. He's sexy like that.
To them, obviously.
Girl,
he ain't no Jalen Hurts.
No, he's not. He's no interest.
You are one of 4. With the only potential is there could be more added.
Yeah.
What's in it for the girls?
Right. No. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, the most common mistakes people make on their tax returns. Get ready, Steve, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
Well, tax day is April 15th, and it is approaching quickly. And to make sure you don't get charged penalties or delay your refund, please avoid these common mistakes. And Steve, you can feel free to jump in at any time, okay? Missing or inaccurate data, that's one of them. We all make typos or forget to sign forms from time to time. Double check those social security numbers, bank account numbers. Make sure names are spelled correctly. You have anything to add to that, Steve?
Let me tell you something. You can misspell all the names you want on there. You can misspell your bank name. Once they got your account information, you ain't got to say another thing.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, sitting up in here worrying about make sure you got, they know who you are. They know exactly who you are. They know exactly how much you made. It's all in the computers now. You can stop all this. I didn't spell so-and-so name right. And you can add a baby if you want to. They know who you got. Listen, man, I'm telling you. Listen, pay these people their money.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to this one, Steve, please. People also tend to forget to include tax forms like 1099s and get deductions wrong. That could result in the IRS rejecting your return. Steve, what do you say?
Listen to me. They got all kinds of ways not to send you your money. Dot the I's, cross the T's. Quit doing taxes yourself. Let me just say this right here. Stop this.
But a lot of people do that.
Yeah, okay. Then when you don't get your money right, you ain't got nothing to do. Go down there to HR Block. Go down there to Jackson Tax. Go down there to somebody. Let somebody help you. Let somebody help you. Man.
H and R. Yeah. Okay.
Now, if you just got a part-time job, it's simple. But if you got a business, you need some help.
Oh, okay.
LLC, you need help. Now, if you just filing your taxes as a single person, you do like you want to do. But don't drag your family down this rabbit hole.
You keep going to Lonnie. Why you keep going to Lonnie?
Lonnie do taxes.
You all in
barber
there
and he do taxes.
Lawn mower service and tax repair. We fix lawn mowers, TVs. Who fix TVs anymore?
Right.
All right, here's the last one, Steve. Incorrect deductions. There are a lot of tax credits and tax reductions for taxpayers, but taking ones that don't apply to you could lead to the IRS rejecting your return or worse, putting you up for an audit. The deadline, of course, is April 15th, and if you miss it and haven't filed a valid extension, you face failure to file penalties. So there you go.
Listen, claim all your dependents, claim your spouse, and get your child daycare credit. Get all that.
Okay.
Then after that, send them their money.
Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour. Thank you, Steve. In case you missed it, this past Friday was National Lie Day. L-I-E, National Lie Day. We'll give you some tips on how to be a good liar right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In case you missed it, this past Friday was National Lie Day, guys. And we all know the consequences of lying and getting caught can be huge. So Steve, Tommy, Jr., here are some suggested tips from wikihow.com on how to be a good liar. Please feel free to add to this list, okay? First of all, Steve, it says to be a good liar, you have to tell a believable lie. You got to ask yourself if you would believe the lie that you're telling. Think of questions the other person may ask, and
all lies must be believable.
So you agree? You agree?
Ain't no, first of all, tell a believable lie. All your lies must be believable.
But some of yours, Steve.
No, all your lies have to be grounded in truth.
In truth. Okay. All right. Anything you want to add, Tommy or Junior?
No, that's the first rule.
You should lie practice though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
practice
that's what it says. Practice saying the lie. It says it stand in front of the mirror and practice what you're going to say. So you're spot on with
Commit to it.
No, you don't agree?
No.
Call your boy. Run it by him. You need to hear another voice. You in the mirror, you ain't talking to nobody but yourself. You think you right. You got to run this by somebody else.
Okay, now they seem to disagree with that one, Steve. They say, if possible, try not to involve other people.
You don't involve them in the lie.
But you run it by.
But like Tommy said, you got to practice. You got to practice with your boy.
Oh, okay.
So you saying you need to have a dress rehearsal?
Okay, so can you and Tommy
depending on the magnitude of the lie. Yeah.
Can you and Tommy do a quick dress rehearsal lie?
I'll give you an example. If you go into court, you need to practice.
Court?
Yeah.
This is a place where you put your hand on the Bible. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
That ain't your Bible.
Yeah.
Don't make it that deep, Steve. Don't make it that deep. Like with your partner. Don't make it that like with your partner if you tell her.
No, skip all that. And we back to court. Put your hand. That is not your Bible.
It's the Bible. That's period.
No, that's not the Bible. That ain't. You don't know who had that book.
You're going to jail. All right, and here's one. It says keep the lie short. Keep it short. Don't add any extra information or anything like that. Keep it short.
What you got to say to that, Mr. Dress Rehearsal?
That depends. I mean, you can try to keep it short, but sometimes a lie got to have some detail to it. So you got to have a story with your lie. Your lie got to have a story to it.
You got
a lie has to have a beginning, middle, and ending. It has.
Yes.
What is this?
That's
English?
what makes it a lie. Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I like to do after I finish lying,
middle,
Shirley? Carl, you know what I do?
What?
I have an activity. As soon as I finish telling a lie, I have something to go do right when I finish lying. I can't stand there and let you think through it. I got to get out of there.
Oh, so leaving after you tell the
after
lie.
I tell it?
You escape.
That's
You
another
can't ask no
tip.
question. I'm gone.
That's another tip. You escape. Come on, Steve.
Practice lying in paragraphs. That's key.
Excuse me?
Like what? Like
See, because when you lie, it's got to be based on truth. So you got to start with some truth. Every lie must be laced with some form of truth.
Yeah. That's a tip.
Okay.
That's a tip.
All right. Okay. Now, here's one. If you stand completely still, you're saying that's not a good idea.
No.
While you're telling a lie, that person will know you're lying. You need to move around naturally.
Absolutely.
Are you standing
I
still?
drink coffee, text,
movable.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
clean my glasses. I do a whole lot of stuff when I'm lying.
While you're lying?
What do you do when you're lying? What is it? What do you do?
I drink coffee, clean my glasses, text.
So are you avoiding eye contact?
Look you dead in your
I can look you dead in your eye.
Yeah.
Dead in your eye.
Well, Tommy, you were an actor. So
I'm going to look you dead. I'm going to cry if I got to. I'm just
cute.
Yeah.
On cue.
All right, the last one is cover your tracks. Cover your tracks. Don't leave any evidence behind, like social media. Don't post anything and lie about. You can't do any of that. So cover your tracks.
If you got a good enough lie, you ain't got to cover your tracks.
Coming up next, it is a prank phone call from the nephew. You guys, right after
bunch
this.
Of liars.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after. This is one of my favorite strawberry letters. The subject is, I slipped up and went back for more. Okay. We'll find out what that's all about in just a few. But right now, the nephew, you hear him, he's here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Shirley, this right here is called Love Deposit. Love Deposit.
What's with the voice?
That's when you're trying to be sexy because you worked all weekend. That's what that is. Love Deposit.
Yeah, but you always trying to be sexy. I don't know if you know.
Well, I mean, I am sexy. Even with my voice shot, I'm still sexy.
I'm am.
I'm is.
Wait.
I'm is. I'm sorry. I know you ain't correcting nobody.
Wait, what, Steve? I love it.
Well, I'm am.
That's bad.
Yeah, we're going to say
you.
it's I'm is.
Oh, you corrected him to be incorrect.
To worse grammar.
You know we got callers that listen to. You know we got callers that listen to your English. You know that.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying that to that caller that told me I got to do better.
Last week.
And you do. He was right.
You really do.
No, I'm not. No, I'm a role model for inspiration and uplift of young people. I change boys and girls' lives. I get people on track with the way they think. I ain't in here telling you how to talk.
So you got a bunch of kids saying I'm is?
What if they do? What is
I'm gonna do?
What?
And you know what?
Oh my!
What do the school do? Why y'all over here with me? Now I got to do that. Now I got to be their daddy and do what the school do. I can't do all that. I'd have stepped in for your daddy. Now I'm not finna be already.
That was your mentoring camp, which is a great thing. Thank
you
the
draw
Lord.
the line at that.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Love Deposit. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Tiffany.
This is Tiffany. Who's calling?
This is Karan. How you doing?
Hi. Hi. I don't know.
You know what? I know we've been going back and forth on the site talking, and we haven't, really talked yet. So
yeah, it's okay. I just wasn't expecting a call, but yeah, it's good to hear from you. It's good to hear from you, though.
We've been talking for
a long time.
Texting and on the site for at least 5 weeks now.
Yeah, it's been really, I'm glad you called. For real, seriously. Like, and I love your voice. So I'm excited. Hey, what's up?
You got anything going on this weekend?
I don't think so. I just have to, go grocery shopping or whatever, but, other than that, I'm pretty open. What's up?
I was thinking maybe we get together, get a drink or two, just, kind of hang out a little bit, feel each other out. If you're feeling that, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's cool. We can get together. I'm interested, I'm happy you called, and I would love to see you this weekend. You got a place in mind, area?
I was thinking about letting you pick something because, I'd rather go somewhere where you're comfortable, an atmosphere that you're used to. I think that would be the best thing to do.
Okay. Well, let me look. Let me find out. I'll get back to you on that. But, yeah, I'm down for sure.
Just want to hang out a little bit.
Me too.
Cool,
yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Good. What's good for you? If you want to do some Friday or Saturday, it's up to you.
Yeah, let's do Saturday to give me, some time to get myself together.
Okay.
6 or 7.
Text me, the location or whatever, wherever you want me to be.
Okay, cool.
I'll be there.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
cool. I can't wait to see you.
One more thing. Okay, let's do this first. Tell me this. What are we wearing? So I don't want to be overdressed or underdressed.
I don't really trip on that. First day could be chill. I'm not. We don't have to do a $500 dinner or nothing like that. You don't need on a tux. Gotcha. This ain't the Rock Nation brunch.
All right. But if you don't mind, if I could get you to do something for me, could I give you my Cash App?
For what?
Well, what I want to do is, sometimes these things actually go wrong. I don't see it going wrong with me and you because we've had, the way we've been chit-chatting and going back and forth on the site, things have been really, really well. But, I would like to get, a love deposit of $250. That way, if this go wrong, at least I haven't wasted my time. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I'm just processing what just happened. You said you want me to get your Cash App and send you a love deposit of $200 and something $250. $250. That way if this don't go right, then at least I haven't. It's like a love deposit. If it goes right, then I give it back to you. If it don't go right, at least I haven't wasted my time. You see what I'm saying? Are you serious right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. This is super weird, and yeah, this is weird, and I'm kind of I don't even really know what to say. Other than you could probably lose my number. You a weak dude. Don't call me. You're corny. I'm not interested. You're a bum. I'm straight. I don't know what else to say.
Okay, hold on. I wasn't all that.
No,
I wasn't all that.
Really talk about.
We've been talking for 5 weeks. Everything been good. We've been on the site talking to each other.
But you're weak though. You trying to ask me for a Cash App for real? A love deposit? How corny are you? Are you serious? Seriously?
Okay, listen.
You gotta be out of your mind.
If you believe, listen, look, Tiff, on the real. If you believe in yourself, then you get your deposit back. You know what I'm saying?
If I believe in myself, get your fool out of here. You have lost your mind, okay? Would you please, gather your thoughts? Because I don't know who you think you're talking to, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to do 2 things. Lose my number and don't look for me, for real, straight up. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. You ignorant. For real, straight up.
Okay. Show me where I'm wrong. If you believe in yourself, though.
If I believe in myself, dude, what you mean if I believe in myself? If you believe in yourself, your will move around, get off the phone, and stop wasting my time. For real. I'm about to hang up right now. For real. I'm trying to
Listen.
This is a violation of my space. Straight up.
Okay, before you hang up, though. Hey, you could go your way. I can go mine. You don't want to cash out me the $250. Cool. Got that.
Cash out the $250. Fuck it, dude.
Okay, cool. Hey, it is. You know what? It is what it is. Is this your loss, though, Tiff? It's your loss.
You got to be out of your rabbit mind. Ain't no losses here. Ain't no losses.
Okay.
But this is a lesson.
Okay. You know what? I knew this was going to happen. When a brother try to be real, this is what happens.
Hey, you might as well. Hey, turn around, go the other direction. Lock yourself up. Seriously. You want to talk about black men and brotherhood? Like, it's a wrap for you. We don't need you out here. You're useless. Straight up. Like, don't call me. Destroy yourself. For real. I'm done with this. Goodbye.
Okay. Can I tell you something else before you leave real quick?
What?
I just want to let you know that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your sister, Lachey, got me to prank phone call you. Your sister Lachey said you got to get my sister. She been on the line. She been on this dating site talking to this guy.
Where is she at? This is stupid.
Oh, man, we got you, baby. We got you good.
Yeah, y'all did. This is crazy. I'm going to get her. This is crazy.
Well, I tell you what.
I'm glad you're not real.
Tell me this. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
And there you have it. That's it right there.
Woo! All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is I slipped up and went back for more right after this.
Hey, it's Carla Farrell. Kick that old mop and bucket aside. Are you ready for a mop and bucket clean in half the time? Make the swap to Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one cleaning hero has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime like magic. With hundreds of scrubbing strips on the pad, it absorbs sticky messes with ease. Plus, it'll leave your home smelling great for hours after cleaning. Get yours today and mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's strawberry letter, and if you need advice on relationships, work, dating, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you.
Oh, man, will you come?
Here it is. Strawberry.
You are so sexy,
ladies,
Tommy. You are so
ladies.
sexy. Subject. Thank you, Nev. Subject. I slipped up and went back for more. Dear Steve and Shirley.
Excuse me, Shirley. It slipped up.
Yes.
I slipped up and went back for seconds. That's what's on the paper.
I have asked you, sir, to change it to more. All right. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm married to a great man that looked good and had everything going for him except in the bedroom. I told myself that sex wasn't everything, and I managed to make it for 3 years without cheating. Up until our wedding, I was sleeping with my daughter's father. Because we already had history, I was comfortable with him. Some would say too comfortable because we were not using protection. My husband and I had sex maybe once a week, and that was all for him because he's on the smaller side. I was sleeping with my ex at least 3 times a week, and then we had a pregnancy scare, and it scared me half to death. I was not going to risk the good life over great sex. My ex got married last year, so we'd see each other only to pick up and drop off our daughter. That all changed 2 days ago. I went to pick up my daughter, and my ex said his wife is out of town, and he wanted to show me how they painted my daughter's room. My daughter was watching TV in the family room. That man did not take me to our daughter's bedroom. He took me to this huge storage area by his bedroom, and he locked the door. My husband called at the very moment, and I told him I had something to do first, and I'd be home soon. I had to have sex real quick. That's what I had to do. It was so good. I got myself together, and my daughter and I left. On the way home, my daughter asked why we were locked in the closet. I tried to convince her that she was mistaken. She is a very outspoken 8-year-old, so I'm sure she'll ask again. What do I tell my child? And what if she asks me in front of in front of my husband. Wow, what a conundrum you're in. I'm sorry you didn't ask us before you went over to your ex's house and had sex and got locked in the storage room with him. You're really gambling with what you've described as your good life for sex. First, the no protection sex, which led to a pregnancy scare, and then your 8-year-old daughter asking questions, as kids do when they see things or hear things. So as I see it, the problem is you. You're reckless. You're selfish. You didn't care about your husband, what he was going to say. What you want from him is the lifestyle he provides for you, as you call it, the good life. You said your husband is a good man, so why would you risk it over someone who clearly only wants you for sex now? Your daughter is not mentioning it is a chance. That's a chance you're going to have to take. And that might work for you since you're a gambler anyway, or you're going to have to sit her down and ask her not to say anything. Those are your choices. Either you take a chance on her not saying anything, or you sit her down and ask her not to say anything to her stepdad, period. I hope you've learned something from this experience and you're going to stop doing stupid stuff. That's all I have to say to you. Steve?
I don't think she's learned anything, and I'm a little bit confused by the letter, actually. She said she's married to a great man that looked good and had everything going for him except in the bedroom. I told myself sex wasn't everything, and I managed to make it for 3 years without cheating. So now, is she saying that she started the cheating after she got married?
Being married to her husband, yeah.
For 3 years.
She was good for 3 years.
Because what it sounds like, she says, up until our wedding, this is what she says, until our wedding, I was sleeping with my daughter's father.
Then they got married, and then for 3 years, she was all good. Then she started again.
Up until our wedding, I was sleeping with my daughter's father because we already had history. I was comfortable with him. Some would say too comfortable because we were not using protection. My husband and I had sex maybe once a week, and that was all for him because he's on the smaller side.
Yeah.
I was sleeping with my ex 3 times a week. And then we had a little pregnancy scare that scared her, and I wasn't going to risk the good life over great sex. Then her ex got married last year, so only saw each other for pickup and drop off of our daughter. That all changed 2 days ago. She went over to the exit and said his wife was out of town, and he wanted to show me how they painted my daughter's room. My daughter was watching TV in the family room, and that man didn't take me to her daughter's bedroom. He took me to a huge storage area by his bedroom. Now, where is that at?
I don't know.
Where's the huge storage room? Down there by the bedroom. What?
And what's in there?
I haven't had a few houses. What, lady, stop trying to make this like it was some big, huge storage area.
Exactly.
If you got another huge room in your house, why ain't that your master?
Yeah.
Or why ain't that the junior suite? Ain't nobody got no huge extra room in their house. You was in a closet. Let's make this thing as gritty and dirty as it really is.
As it is, yeah.
Huge storage area. What was in the mops, buckets?
I'm saying, what was
That's a closet. Storage. Gowns.
She was trying to make it sound sexy. Hang on, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after. Today's title is I Slipped Up and Went Back for More. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, I slipped up and went back for more.
Yeah, you did. You got this great guy, good at everything except in the bedroom. But he's a great guy other than that. You was trying to act like sex wasn't that important. And you was doing you slept with him up until you got married. But then after you got married, 3 years went by and you was okay. You was sleeping with this dude 3 times a week and your husband once because he's on the smaller side. So that was it for him. And then you said, I'm not going to risk a good life over great sex. Now, your ex got married. So that ended that whole thing. Mm-hmm. Until recently, all you all saw each other was doing pick up and drop off of y'all's daughter. You went over to the house to pick up the daughter one time. He told you that his wife was out of town and wanted to show you how they painted the baby bedroom. That's when he said he took you back to this huge storage area by his bedroom and locked the door. That's a lie. Let's cheapen this thing right on up. Who you know got a house, got a large storage area next to their bedroom. Mm-hmm. That's a hall closet. That's what that is. It wasn't no huge room and all. Then he locked the door behind you. But then your husband called at that very moment. Hello. I'm be right home quick. Wait, I'll be home. What? I don't know what these people doing out here in this traffic. I'll be home and I'll call you. Let me call you back. I got to just be about to kill. Anyway. So I don't know how you played that off, but that sound like it. Mm-hmm. I had to have sex real quick. That's what I had to do. And it was so good. I got myself together and my daughter and I left. On the way home, my daughter asked me why we were locked in the closet. That's because your daughter knew what it was.
Yeah, she heard him.
This huge storage room. The daughter said it's a closet. What room down the hallway next to the bedroom? That's a huge extra. Lady, bye. I tried to convince her. Mm-hmm. My daughter asked why we were locked in the closet. I tried to convince her that she was mistaken. She's a very outspoken 8-year-old, so I'm sure she'll ask again. What do I tell my child? And what if she asks in front of my husband? Mm-hmm. Well, this is how you handle an 8-year-old.
Okay.
You use something that's important to an 8-year-old and you hang it over their head in the form of a threat.
Okay, like.
Oh, so I see you don't want nothing for Christmas.
Okay.
You're not going to get no birthday gift this year. Now you go in this house running your mouth and asking about it, because I was not in that room. I was in there looking at your bedroom. And we came right out. You was watching TV. That's why I got you and we came home.
Well, what were those noises I heard, Mommy?
You keep on. Listen to me. You keep on and you finna find out that ain't either one of them your real daddy.
She's only 8, Steve.
Well, you're going to need therapy playing with me is what you're going to need.
I heard so much noise. And you were hollering, Mommy.
Yeah, and stop calling me that because I ain't your real mama. Now, get in the car. See, I'm going to put something else on that 8-year-old head. I'm going to twist their little brain up so bad. We're going to be talking about the closet. Mama, what you mean you ain't my mama? I ain't your mama and them ain't your daddies. Now let's get in the car and go to school.
Well, maybe not the baby's
you
fault.
Have a quandary, lady, because you did something in front of the child. Mm-hmm. Kids nowadays are not stupid.
They are not.
They are overexposed to everything.
Everything. That's right.
Every single thing. So know that, be aware, make the adjustments. And now all you can do, and you raised this little girl, so you know she's outspoken, and you know she gonna ask again.
One more question.
Because, Mommy, you never cleared this up.
Yeah, one more question. Why were your clothes all wrinkled and stuff?
Why was my clothes wrinkled up?
Yeah.
Because I went to the bathroom and they didn't have no toilet tissue. And I was thinking about using my blouse, but I found the toilet tissue.
Really?
No, don't ask me nothing else. I'll say stuff like that. Go ahead.
And Mommy, what about your hair? It was messed up. It didn't look
My hair was, you wasn't looking at me when we came in here because you're so busy watching that TV. My hair was messed up when we came in here.
No,
I'm having
Mommy,
a bad hair day.
It was straight on that side.
My hair don't be straight on that side. That's my other wig.
You traumatized this poor child.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her, baby.
Yeah, and not all that you think is your mama hair, them is wigs.
She gonna tell her daddy.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You can
Santa Claus don't come to nosy kids' house.
Coming up in 46 minutes after the hour, we got Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, it's Carla Farrell. Kick that old mop and bucket aside. Are you ready for a mop and bucket clean in half the time? Make the swap to Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one cleaning hero has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime like magic. With hundreds of scrubbing strips on the pad, it absorbs sticky messes with ease. Plus, it'll leave your home smelling great for hours after cleaning. Get yours today and mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Why we even got to do this today?
I know.
Why?
Sorry.
No.
You're a good sport.
Sorry about that.
You're a good
First
sport.
of all, congratulations, Florida.
Pull yourself together, Junior.
I'm trying, Carla. They are the men's
stings.
national champions.
They are.
University of Florida Gators. They beat my Houston Cougars 65. 60.
You on the air, Junior. Pull yourself together.
63.
2 point
Can't tell the
difference.
difference, quite frankly.
We lost by 2. Tommy, we was up the whole first half.
I know. We was dominating.
We had a 12-point lead.
I remember that. Then it started.
We was looking
to dwindle.
good.
It was.
It was. I saw it.
Don't make me.
I
join
called
in.
all down to Florida.
Tommy, don't you start. Don't you start.
Don't make me start crying. What you do? You don't do it. Don't do it.
I told them people, them Cougars didn't bit y'all, then turn around, we got bit by a gator. They done chomped us.
Wow.
Oh, we got. It was a good game though, Junior. You got to give it to him, man.
It was a good game.
Both teams played hard. It was a game.
You know what I wanted it for, Tommy? I really wanted it for Fly Slammer Jammer. I wanted Hakeem Olajuwon to see.
I know. But you know what I'm still happy about? We beat the hell out of Duke. That's all.
They can't take that.
Oh, you went
That's
back.
about the only thing they can't take that from.
You can't take that away.
No, you cannot take that away from us. The only team that can really talk crazy to us is Florida.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's and you know what, man? We got such a great head coach at University of Houston. I mean, let's just give it up for Kelvin Sampson. Kelvin
Class
Sampson. Class act guy.
Yes.
You know, Todd Golden, congratulations, the head coach for Florida. You know, he was the second youngest coach to win the national championship at 38 years old.
Hey, kid, are these all seniors for Houston?
No, not all seasons. No, not all of them.
Okay, so a lot of these kids are coming back.
Yeah, some of the young ones, yeah. Like, you had, Roberts is a senior. You had Cryer, who was a senior. You had some other guys who are seniors, grad students. But for the most part, man, I think we'll still have a good team next year. We're going to have a good team. They have a good chance of coming back,
Cool.
Don't enter the portal, y'all. Don't enter the portal. Come on back now.
Yeah, please stay out that portal. You don't even know where that go.
Yeah.
Now this ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I am gonna go down there to U of A and cut some of their hair though. We finna shape this up some kind of way.
No, you're not.
We're gonna get these.
Touch them. You're not gonna
yes,
touch
I am. We finna shape this up, Carl.
All right, guys.
Texas. Let's go.
I am gonna cut some of their hair.
Thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, a woman on social media needs some advice. She says, great guy, terrible sex life. We'll talk about it right after this.
Look like you got your hair on backwards. What are you doing?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we go. This is from Jakayla on Steve Harvey FM. Jakayla says, I've been with my boyfriend for almost 4 years, and emotionally, he's everything I've ever hoped for. He's kind, loyal, and thoughtful, but the sex has never been that good. It's not for lack of communication. He just doesn't seem to care or want to get better. I hate that this matters so much to me, but it does. Can I really commit to a lifelong relationship with someone who is bad in bed?
Yeah, that's all he got.
Having all this bad sex.
All this bad sex. That's just no practice.
But he doesn't seem to care, she says, or want to get better.
His problem is he's having it for himself and not for her. If a man could understand that if you put the focus on her, your return is even greater.
In every aspect of life.
You just got to put the focus on her. Her first. Take your time. Foreplay is critical.
What?
Foreplay is critical.
You
need that because it extends the time spent.
Okay.
And you're going to have to learn some things. The pre-session is just as important and can be critical to the outcome of the main event.
Yeah, because a woman has to get her in the right headspace. Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. I think this is the best way to put it for fellas. It's like when you go to the fight. Okay. You got the prelims, you got the bouts that start before the main card.
The undercard. Yeah.
Now they can understand it, Steve. Yeah. Yes.
You've got to have an outstanding undercard. The prelims have got to be outstanding.
You better preach.
Because then the main card is everything.
Come on, a whole word. Yes. A whole word. Yes.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying.
Teach him, Steve.
And then word get out. Watch, see, hear the part that you don't know. This is why this young boy is struggling over here and she don't want him no more. Word get out about your fight card.
Okay.
Next thing you know, word is out talking about, man, you got to get a ticket to see this here.
The main event.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You preach that thing.
So we have time. Yeah.
Close the door.
Yes. Close the door. All right. We have time for another one, Steve. This is from Layla on Steve Harvey FM. Layla says, so I had a bad relationship with this guy and we broke up. However, I just found out that my friend who is cool with me and my ex knew what my ex was up to, and he was up to no good, and he didn't tell me, which is okay, his choice. However, now my friend just got hired at my job and he's just chopping it up with me like we're cool. We're not. Is there a way I can tell him don't talk to me without making myself look like I'm mean at work? She's done
is this
with
a woman?
him. Yeah, she's done with him.
Oh, this is a woman. And her friend was a guy?
Yeah.
How many times I got to tell y'all this?
The guy that's her friend was also friend with her ex-boyfriend. And
his loyalty is to his boy.
Yep.
First. That's manhood code.
Okay.
If I know a lot of couples that I'm cool with, but we probably cool because of that dude. I ain't never been cool with a woman and then she introduced me to her boyfriend. What is that? I ain't never had that. I'm cool with the dude. Because I done told you already, if you find me and you not really finna be cool, I'm just gonna let you know that right now. We not really finna be cool, okay? It might look like it.
But I'm working on something.
I'm looking upside your head, though. Don't slip.
Trying to holler.
All right. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up in 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Have you ever heard of the F.I.R.E movement? F.I.R.E stands for Financially Independent Retire Early, and it's a trend growing in popularity with Gen Zers. It's all about being frugal now so they don't have to work into their 60s or even 70s. 24-year-old shared in a TikTok video that she skipped salon visits and other non-essentials and has already saved $90,000. Her goal, she wants to retire by 40. So here's a question. If you guys set that magic retirement number, and how much money do you need to save to retire?
FIRE stands for what?
Financially Independent Retire Early. I like it.
Yeah, they didn't have that when I was coming up.
They did not.
So what's your number?
I got a new program I'm on. It's called I Won. I-W-O-N.
And what does that stand for? What does that stand for?
That stands for I Want Out Now. I ain't get a chance to do the FIRE thing with y'all. I just want out now. So what y'all got for that?
I won.
What's the magic number?
A whole new program.
Well,
hey, Junior, what's your number? Junior, what's your number? Come on, you got to give me one.
About 30 million.
30? Tommy,
million.
What's your number?
Yeah.
I ain't got to be that high. 20. And you?
He wants out now, so.
Shame to say. What's the number?
You got both of the ones me and Junior talking about. What
I need about 200 million.
Coming up, we'll play around in Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
It is time now for Would You Rather. Would you rather be the prom king or would you rather be the star quarterback? Prom king or star quarterback?
Oh, B. Yeah, star quarterback. Huh? I don't want to be no prom. I don't want no scepter in my hand. I don't look right.
It's not you.
Okay.
I'm going with the sexy. I'm prom king all day long.
I already know I'm prom queen because I can't throw no football. So if I throw it, it's going to be high and it's going to wobble.
All right. Would you rather have a permanent unibrow or a receding hairline?
Oh, come on, y'all.
Sorry. I don't make these up.
I know, Shirley. I know this you.
You can tell when they wrote it for you.
I'm sorry, Junior.
Yeah.
You ain't got to tell.
Well, go ahead,
Sorry,
Junior.
Junior.
I already got it then. I'm going to go with B. I already got it. Hey, I'm going to stay with what I know.
Finally.
Boy, but if you had both, though, whoo. Boy, the time I would be having on you. Junior, you probably couldn't even come work, man.
I have to.
You got to pull your eyebrow up or pull your line down. All
right, Tommy, what's yours? Receding hairline or unibrow?
I'm going with receding hairline. I can't do this unibrow. That's going straight across my face like this.
Would you rather live a peaceful life in an RV or would you rather live in a mansion with drama?
Oh, RV?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Peacefully.
No.
Peacefully?
No, I'm going to argue
RV.
every day in that mansion.
RV.
I'm going to argue every day in that mansion.
In your mansion?
I'm getting the mansion.
Yeah. Okay.
That RV going to get tight.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're going to say, but just say it anyway.
Well, no, I'm going to get in that RV. I already lived in a mansion in drama. I'm going to get in that RV.
Oh, really?
What? You
off.
surprised me.
Drive off, pull over, pee in the back, get on back up, drive some more.
You think you know a person, right?
Yeah.
No, I've lived in a mansion with drama.
You're good.
The Bible says it is better for a man to live on a rooftop on the corner of a house than inside of it with a quarrelsome woman. Whoo, you don't know. God.
All right. Last one, guys. Would you rather give up cursing for the next 5 years or ice cream?
B.
Those are your choices.
I can't let that
you can have it. Ice cream.
What?
B. No, I'm not going to give up cussing.
I'm going to be cussing if I don't get no ice cream. I'm telling you that right now.
All right, guys. Thank you. That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after, it's our last break of the day. We'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
All right, guys, this is our last break of the day. And Steve, you ready to close out the show?
Yeah, you know what, man? It's something personal. I'm really learning more and more about forgiveness. I'm just learning more and more about it. You know, I've always known that forgiveness is for you, not so much the other person. Bishop Jake said it best one time. He said, not forgiving a person is like you drinking the poison, hoping that they die. And that's really what it is. When you forgive somebody, well, first of all, let me start with when you don't forgive somebody. Let me tell you what happens when you don't forgive a person. Every time their name come up, it stirs up something in you, don't it? Every time you hear their name mentioned, it do something to you. Every time you run across a picture, it brings up something, don't it? Every time you hear another story about this person, blah, blah, blah. Every time you hear some news about them, every time you hear they said something else about you, it just keeps on bringing stuff up. Even when you sitting around on your own, you imagine what you gonna say to them when you see them. Oh, I know you do. Because I've been through it the exact same way. Oh, man, especially, man, when somebody do something to you that ain't right, and you know it ain't right, that's hard, man. When somebody's sitting around lying on you, and you know the truth, but you, for whatever the reason, can't defend yourself or wasn't there, wasn't available, or nobody asked you about it, hey, man, that's tough. And you sit up and you talking about, man, when I see so-and-so, this is what I'm going to say. I can't tell you the hours I've wasted wishing I could run up into somebody, hoping I see them somewhere. I mean, and I'm miles and miles and miles away from this person. I'm talking about, man, really got no chance of running up into them at all. Oh, and then they pop up again. And they do it to you. Here's the one that really hurts your feelings. Have you ever had somebody do something to you publicly, then see you privately, do something to you down on your job or something like that, or at your little club or your bowling night, and then privately they apologize to you. And you say, okay. And then a little while later, they do the exact same thing again. They back out in public running their mouth. You go, wait a minute, man. I know the truth about you. I really know when you see me face to face, you a coward. I know that about you. But soon as you get in front of somebody, soon as the spotlight on you, here you come with a brand new. Has that ever happened to you? Yes, it has. Somebody said something to you down at the church, talked about you. Then you confronted them. Forgive me, sister. Forgive me, brother. And you do it. And then a little later on, they do it again. Okay, cool. I got all that. You got to forgive them. Oh, no, Steve, I'm going to tighten them up. No, man, let me tell you what you're doing. You're doing the same thing I was doing to myself. You're wasting energy. Because guess what? What did it really change, the stuff they said about you? What did it really change? You've been moving on and rolling on and just going on about your day. You really, man, ain't lost a step because of that lie, that rumor, that untruth, that falsehood. You really didn't lose a step at all. But you keep prohibiting the next step because you won't let go of something somebody did to you. The Lord's Prayer says, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Because we're going to make a mistake too. Now, it may not be that one, but we're going to have to go to God for something. Now, God going to reward us and give us something the same way we give it out to other people. Plus, let me tell you what I really had to learn about it. When you don't forgive a person, you're blocking your blessings. You're blocking your blessings. An old woman that I know, who I just happened to be talking to, a relative, and she says, Steve, I'm so proud of you. I have watched you. I have watched God bless you. I have watched God change your life. I have watched you develop into a better person. I'm so happy you met Marjorie. I can see so many things in your life. She said, but let me tell you something, young man. If you're holding on to anything that anybody has done to you, let it go. Because you're blocking your blessings. As blessed as you are, she said, I bet you there's something you can't figure out why you just can't get this next one to go through. And I said, you know what? You're right. I've been wondering why something taking so long. She said, because God ain't going to give it to you until you forgive that person. He said, because he don't want you to carry that with you into the new level he going to take you to. In order to get to the next level, you got to let some stuff go. In order to reach your full orbit in life, you can't carry all the gas tanks. Some of them gas tanks is empty and out of gas. They got to fall off so the ship can get into full orbit. Let it go so God can move you forward. That's the best thing I've learned about forgiveness. And it's really for you. Because that person right there really ain't about la-di-da. They really ain't. So why would you allow them to affect you that way? Just think about it, y'all. I had to. I'm trying to move on myself. Y'all have a great day. Talk to God today. He would absolutely love to hear from you. All right, peace.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.